Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. So this morning I was reading in a holy book. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. This is Rosemary Nonny Knight, and this is the Church of RNK. Now, I'm speaking to you if you are going through some kind of stuff that makes your heart feel broken, that makes you feel alone. And I ask you to affirm with me that you are never alone. You are always loved, because this is it. You exist right now in a universe that is made up of love. It may not feel like it, may not seem like it at times, especially when you're going through crushing defeat, or you're going through relationships breaking down, or you're going through self-hatred in whatever form it comes, or you're going through whatever you're going through. And I say to you, the Lord is close to those who are brokenhearted. He rescues those whose hearts or spirits are crushed. And that you are never alone. You are surrounded by love. You may not always feel that way, but we are creatures of free will. We are creatures of free will. We get to choose to buy into our story of struggle or to buy into a story of love. It is our choice, and that choice will never be taken from us. So we get to choose, even in the darkest of moments, whether we will wallow in that darkness or whether we will seek out love, knowing that it is all around and that we are never alone. It is our choice, and I know sometimes it's the hardest choice to make when it feels like all around you there is just darkness. And yet you are created in the image of the divine. You are always able to choose. Always. Now I ask you to affirm this with me. This is a little ditty, as I do, you know. I am never alone. I am always loved. I am never alone. I am always loved. I am never alone. I am always loved. Let me just sing it to you. You are never alone. You are always loved. You are never alone. You are always loved. I am never alone. I am always loved. I am never alone. I am always loved. And I ask that you take that into your day. I am never alone. I am always loved. And each time you say it to yourself, realize that you are choosing to feel that way. You are choosing that you will no longer allow yourself to buy into a story of being alone, because you know that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, that He rescues those whose spirits are crushed, that even though you may feel like you're going through the darkest of nights, you are never alone. You will always be guided. You will always be loved, always surrounded by love in and out of you, always, always, always. But it is a choice, okay? And a few things that you can do to start making that choice is ultimately to come with an attitude that all things always work out for your good. All things always work out for your good, that though you may not see right now where the particular stuff that you're going through is taking you, or you may not understand why you are going through a certain thing right now, recognize this: all things work out for your good. And so though you are going through this season of darkness, this time when you feel as though everything is just coming at you, it is all working out for your good. Even if a relationship has ended, if it, whatever, or you've lost your job, all of that stuff, it is all working out for your good. Come with that attitude. It is an attitude that you choose. It is not an attitude that is just kind of hoisted onto you, because again, we are creatures of free will. We get to choose to buy into our story of struggle, and maybe for a season you want to. Okay, I get that. Maybe for a bit you want to feel self-pity, and that's fine. I get that, okay? You are still loved. You are still loved whether you choose to wallow or whether you choose to, okay, I'm done with wallowing. I now need to transcend. And so number one is that you can choose an attitude that says everything works out for my good. I still remember actually once when I think I was about 19, and I had got this job that I really, really, truly wanted. And I'd given that one up because I felt led to give it up, thinking that I needed to stay in my area, which was fine. But then I'd got this other job in my area, which seemed to fit in with what divine guidance was taking me to. And it all seemed perfect. And then a few weeks later, because I had not been in the country for long enough, I failed the security clearance because it was for the Forensic Science Service. And it was like, no, what is going on here? I was trying to follow guidance and it had all crashed down. But I remember walking away from the job on that day and thinking to myself, wow, this must be a new adventure. Because in that moment, I chose to believe that everything was working out for my good. I wasn't doing it consciously. I just remember feeling, wow, this must be an adventure. This must be some kind of adventure that God is taking me on, and I don't get it, but I choose to believe it. And so I did. And yeah, everything has brought me to this moment, right? So that's number one attitude, is just to realize that everything works out for your good, regardless of how it feels in the moment. And so then you choose gratitude. That is the second thing, is that you start to look for things to be grateful for. This has always been my go-to thing, because I've been that person that wakes up at times feeling pointless, feeling down, feeling yuck. And I remember even again as a teenager sitting down, in the bathroom first thing in the morning and saying to myself, okay, start looking for things to be grateful for, because we cannot go into the day feeling this way, feeling this emptiness, feeling this yuckiness. So what can I be grateful for? And then I would very consciously start to list things that I could be grateful for. Okay, so that is another thing you can do to choose to transcend beyond the feeling of brokenheartedness and I don't know what to do, man. Basically, start to look for things to be grateful for, even in your current circumstances, whatever they are, okay? So number one, everything works out for your good. Number two, look for things to be grateful for, things to be thankful that, you know what, okay, some things are not working out well, but these things are great. It could be the simplest of things. I am alive today, which means that, hey, there's a new adventure coming my way. I have kids, thank the Lord. I'll thank the universe, whatever you want to thank. Just be grateful for even the tiniest little thing in your life, the clothes on your back. Basically, whatever it is, find something to be grateful for. Find a few somethings to be grateful for, okay? That will start to lift you. That will start to lift you. That will start to open you up to the fact that you are never alone and you are surrounded by love. And the third thing is to choose to release the pain. Sometimes we get addicted to our pain. It is comfortable to be in pain, because not to be in pain means that we may need to do something to move forward, and sometimes we don't wanna, okay, let's be honest. Sometimes we're comfortable with our pain we know, and if we know this pain, we're scared that if we try to walk away from this particular pain, that the next pain may be even bigger, so we may as well stay here in this pain. As human beings, we can be crazy, okay? And that's okay. That's okay until it's not okay. And when it's not okay, it's time for you to release the pain of the story, to release the struggle, to know that, you know what? Everything is working out for my good, so there must be something more coming my way. And I now choose to let go of this so that I can step into that. Okay? And it's a choice, okay? It is a choice. You are never alone. You are always loved, but you got to choose it. You have to choose it, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do ever. And I get that. I get that. But whichever way, whether you wallow, whether you choose to transcend, remember that you are loved, okay? You are loved, so you can take a moment to wallow for as long as you like. But then, we are people who are called. We are people who know that this life of ours isn't just to kind of get through life and then die and then be done with it. No, we are here to make a difference in some way. And so yes, sometimes we may choose to wallow, but we choose not to wallow for long. Okay? We choose to step into love, to accept the love, to see the opportunities, and to move forward. So yeah, we choose an attitude of gratitude. We choose an attitude that everything is working out for our good, and we choose to release the pain, to release the story over and over again, to keep looking for the lesson and to let it go, let the pain go. And so today I ask you again just to affirm with me, I am never alone. I am always loved. 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 So just take that into your day. Let it inspire you. Let it empower you. And you can listen to this again and remember the 3 things that I just mentioned. And remember that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. And that is just truth. You are never alone. You may not refer to it as the Lord. You may call it source, universe, spirit, whatever. Don't care. That matters not. Just know that the universe is close to the brokenhearted. And it does rescue those whose spirits are crushed. So be at peace. You are never alone. You are always, always loved. Okay? So open your heart again to love. And until the next time, my honeys, much amazing love. And just before I finish, remember that if you haven't received the book, Pray, Affirm, Receive, you can go and get it right now from rosemarynonnynight.com/book gift. Okay? It's rosemarynonnynight.com/book gift. It is for the determined spiritual person who's decided to get clear, to stay clear, and to take action to get what they want out of life. If that is you, then go get the book. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/book gift. Much amazing love. If there's someone you can tag into this, then please do. Share the message. Much, much love.